move forward. How do we create momentum in our lives and in our businesses? How do we create momentum? How do we have during success? Not just what I refer to as success sprint or not sprinters success, but marathon runner. What does that mean? There's a difference between a sprinter and a marathon. A marathon runner. Sprinter is I'm going to dispense as much energy as possible in the shortest amount of time. I'm going to accelerate and I'm going to push my body. I'm going to run as hard as I can for a short period of time. Marathon runners, they exert energy, but they manage their energy because they're in it for the long haul. They're not running 110 meters. They're running, in some cases, 22, 23, 25 or more miles. And so that's the mindset that we have as it relates to creating momentum in your business. And so, look, hey, listen, let's just jump right into it. Looks like everyone that wants to log in on this Zoom call, they have logged in on it. And so I'm just going to go through it. I appreciate everyone, Tom, and your attention. My name, again, is Rich Williams. I am the lead trainer and master trainer for Momentum Coaching. Our goal at Momentum Coaching, our goal is real simple, is that we want to impact the lives of people. My mission in life is to get people excited and passionate about things that they cannot see. So 4 questions typically people have when I do webinars like this. Number 1 is, who is our speaker? Number 2, what is Momentum Coaching? Number 3, will this be worth my time? Number 4, the 4th question is, who else is doing this? So here's a little bit about me. My name is, as I mentioned, my name is Rich Williams. 15 plus years of business experience. I'm the team leader for Wall Street Homes of LLC. We're Long and Foster agents, so I have a real estate team that we're building. I've trained, mentored, and coached over 15,000 people since 2000. I'm a graduate of Speakers Academy. I'm a professional speaker, trainer, and coach. I assisted sales professionals over my lifespan of training. I've assisted sales professionals to amass over $153 million of sales volume. And I am a master trainer. So before we get into how to advance and create momentum, let's go through defining momentum. Let's define what does it mean to advance. And then we're going to look at vision. And then we'll move into setting goals, measurable, sustainable, and repeatable goals. Then we'll talk a little bit about focus. And then we'll talk about accountability. And then at the end, I'll share some next level things for you to consider. So what does it mean to advance? To advance means to move or bring forward. To advance means to bring into consideration, to improve, or to further. That's what it means to advance. So anytime that you and I advance, anytime that you and I make a concerted effort of moving forward, there's movement involved in that. There's movement involved in that. I said there's movement involved in that. Bring into consideration, to prove, and also to move forward. Momentum is, I love this definition. This is for those of you that are tech-oriented. A quantity expressing the motion of a body or system equal to the product of the mass of a body and its velocity, and for a system equal to the vector sum of the products of mass and velocity of each particle in the system. Okay, let me simplify that. Momentum is force or speed of movement. Ladies and gentlemen, we want to create force and we want to create speed of movement in our businesses this year. We want to create that momentum. Momentum coaching is based upon the principle of creating force and speed in your business. So there are 4 things that you and I can do consistently throughout 2019 that will allow us to, number 1, advance, and number 2, create momentum. And the 4 things are, we have to have a clear vision. We have to set goals. Number 3 is we have to be focused. And then, of course, 4 is accountability. But let's summarize. If you could summarize your success in 2018, if you could summarize it, you can put it into one word description. of 2018, what would that one word description be? If you can summarize 2019, if you're watching this on Facebook, then what I want you to do is I want you to in the comment section below, I want you to share with us one word, 2 words, or maybe a sentence on how you would summarize 2018. I would summarize my 2018 as exciting. Exciting means not necessarily meaning everything went the way that I wanted it to go. But if I could summarize 2018 was exciting because of the things that I learned personally and business-wise, and things that we've accomplished personally and business-wise. So now the next process in moving forward is we want to do a quick evaluation. You look back on 2018 and ask yourself, here are 3 questions that you can ask yourself as you look back on 2018, and then you prepare to move forward and look forward in 2019. Ask yourself 3 questions. The first question is, what did I do, create, or experience this year that I'm really proud of? This is a time where you can write down your accomplishments, your positive experiences. It puts you in a great frame of mindset. What did you do, create, or I said this year, but what did I do, create, or experience last year that I'm really proud of? This is where you want to write down your accomplishment. You're focusing in on the good things that happen. I know there could be some disappointing things. Hey, what's going on, Nino? I see Nino coming. He's watching. Hey, man, show some love. Give me a thumbs up. Give me some heart. But what did you do or create or experience in 2018 that you're really proud of? The second question now this is the evaluation process before we get to talking about advancing it and creating momentum in 2019 is evaluation. The second question that you want to ask yourself is, what mistakes did I make that taught me something? What are lessons that I learned from them, and how can I do better? Now, we're not encouraging you to focus on negative events from 2018, but it is important to look at negative events, look at mistakes, and then learn from them so you don't have to make the mistake again, and hopefully you can capitalize on the mistake as a building tool, as a stepping stone to the next place where you want to go. So what are some lessons that you learned? And how can you do better? How can you improve? You don't want to repeat the same mistakes in 2019. See, if we don't take a time to evaluate, to investigate the mistakes, the missed opportunities of 2018, if we don't take time to evaluate that, we are still on a course to repeat those same mistakes in 2019. But that's not where we're going. The third and final question that you want to ask yourself as you evaluate and you look back and you're preparing to move forward is, what stories have I been telling myself that I'm willing to let go? Oftentimes I meet with sales professionals and they'll say, Rich, it's really hard in this business. Rich, I can't get the signature, or I can't get the client, the customer to move forward in the sales process, or this always happens to me, or my boss doesn't like me, or I always forget something. See, these are stories that you're telling yourself. And if you're not willing to let go of the stories that you tell yourself, then you're going to tell those same stories in 2019. And guess what, friend? You tell the stories of 2018, the sad stories, the disappointing story, the discouraging stories of 2018. 2018 then shows up in 2019. You cannot live your life moving forward by looking in a rearview mirror. Imagine driving a car forward by looking up into your rearview mirror. Eventually, what would happen? Right, you crash. But this is an opportunity to say, hey, what are the stories that I'm telling myself? And I'm going to stop telling myself the stories. Stop telling yourself those stories. Stop telling yourself you're not good enough. Stop telling yourself that you don't have enough money. Stop telling yourself that you don't qualify. Yes, you do. You do qualify. Get rid of those stories. A friend of mine referred to that as stinking thinking. Now, I didn't say it. Don't get offended. Don't text or leave a mean comment below. My friend said that. Stinking thinking. So we're asking ourselves these evaluating questions. Now we can move forward with confidence. You know, what are the top 3 business, personal, or career goals that you want to establish for 2019? What will you focus on and accomplish together? If it's a husband and wife, or a partnership, or as a business, an owner and employees, you know, what will you focus on and accomplish? Maybe if you're the owner of a business, maybe this is an exercise that you can take your employees through. And I'd be more than happy to get on a call with your employees, no cost to you, and take them through this evaluation process. Because here's what I know, that the higher we go, before we go, we got to lay the foundation and go down first. No matter how high that we go, we have to go down first. And 2019, Momentum Coaching, we are on a mission to help people get better, help people to become brighter, and help people to become bigger. We want you to be better. We want you to shine brighter, and we want you to be bigger. Friend, this is proof. This is truth. When we and I invest in ourselves, and you and I invest in ourselves, and we get better, we become more enlightened. We get more educated. We understand our business models better. We become brighter. And when you get better and you shine brighter, your customers will place a demand on you, causing you to get bigger. What are the 3 things you want to accomplish? Write them down. Keep your personal business goals top of mind in front of you the entire year, because we are going higher together. So how are we going to advance and create momentum in 2019? Number 1 is we have to have clear vision. Go to the end of this year. What do you see? What does it look like? What does the end of 2019 look like for you? I want you to experience the end of 2019 right now. See yourself at the end of 2019. Close your eyes. See yourself hitting all of your goals. Feel that sensation of you've hit your financial goals. You've hit your sale. You've sold 1 million products. You know, you leverage partnerships. You've added venture capitalists. You've brought on venture capital partners. Whatever the goals are, you spent quality time with your family. You've done something unique and special for the close people that are close in your life. Go to the end of 2019 and see that, envision that, feel that emotion. Maybe one of your goals is to have a luxurious vacation, right? So see yourself on that vacation. Experience this warmth of the sun on your skin. Hear the seagulls. Hear the ocean. Feel the sand between your toes. You experience that, bottle that, pack it up, and bring that experience into your present. And every day when you get up with that feeling. Create vision reminders of what you see. What are vision reminders? Wherever you are going, you know, for me, if I had time, I would show you my goals. I have whatever I'm working on each month. I write it I'd have an 18 by 24 erasable board, and every month I write down what I'm working on. But at the same time, I got a list of things that I'm shooting for the year. And so I will create vision reminders along the way. For example, if you wanted to lose 36 pounds this year, so this year I want to lose 36 pounds. Well, if 36 pounds, you divide it by 12 months in a year, that's 3 pounds a month. That means every week you are going to lose almost a pound, right? That's a vision reminder. And at the end of the month, you get on the scale, you should be 3 pounds lighter. And then at the end of the second month, when you get on the scale, you should be another 3 pounds lighter, so on and so forth. You create vision reminders of what you see. Only talk about what you see and not what you saw. What does that mean? Only talk about and focus on and visualize and see where you're going. Stop looking back, right? If one of the first steps and a second step in evaluation is stop telling yourself what didn't go well and stop telling yourself stories of 2018. Got to have a clear vision. Number 2, and as it relates to creating, advancing and creating momentum, is we got to set goals. Set goals that are sustainable, goals that are measurable, goals that are repeatable. Set milestones. You know, I mentioned about losing weight. So every 3 months, you should weigh 9 pounds less, right? Set goals that are measurable, sustainable. Clarify your why, your MVP, your mission, your value, your purpose. Your mission, your values, your purpose. You know, one of the exercises we take our clients through is we give them a sheet of paper and has 30 words on it. We tell them, okay, from these 30 words, I want you to choose 10. And they take a minute or two and you go through and you choose out 10 words that pop out to you. And then the next step is take the 10 words. Now out of these 10 words, pick 5. And they go through and they pick out 5 words that pop out to them. And the final step is, of these 5 words, which is number 1? And the point here is the 5 words are part of your values, right? So what's your mission? What's your values and the purpose, the reason why you're doing what you're doing? Does that make sense? The third step in advancing and creating momentum in 2019 is focus. Follow one course until success. Clear the table, friend. 2019 is a new year. Clear the table, clear the desk. Organize, throw things away, create space to receive. And only do activities that are connected to your objectives. Only do activities that are connected to your objectives. When we do real estate sales consulting, I meet with agents and agents are, man, this is I'm so busy. What do you accomplish? I don't know, but I'm so busy. Well, that's because sales professionals, and now I'm talking real estate now, in real estate, realtors are really busy. They're focused on running out the house, running out the office, running on appointments, meeting with clients, driving buyers around, meeting sellers, previewing homes, etc. A lot of activities. Hey, how about this? How about we establish some objectives first, and then only do the activities that support your objectives. Then you want to look at clarify your unique value proposition. Why would anyone want to pick up the phone and call you? Focus on that. Expand that. Whatever we focus on, it expands in our lives. At the end of the day, you can either focus on what's tearing you apart, or you can focus on what's keeping you together. At the end of the day, you can focus on what's tearing you apart. No, we want to focus on what's keeping us together. We want to focus on doing what we said we were going to do. One of the things, or exercises we have our clients do, is it's called a gratitude journal. And a gratitude journal is basically every day you get up, you write down 5 things that you're thankful for. Because we've found, research has proven this, that thankful people do more and accomplish more than unthankful people. So you got to have a gratitude journal. When you get up in the morning, write down 5 things that you're thankful for, and that has a tendency to keep you focused on what's really important for today. Don't look back. You're not going that way anyways. Don't look back. In order to be successful, your focus has to be so intense that people think you're crazy. Focus has to be so intense that people think you are crazy. Hey, Julio, what's going on, man? Julio Pena, my friend from Rockville, Maryland, back in the day. Julio gave me a shot at being a team leader. He owned a Keller Williams. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. Thank you for joining us today. Hey, man, give me some heart. Give me some thumbs up. The other thing I want to tell you is about focus. Is stalking is such a strong word. I prefer intense research of an individual. That's another way of looking at being focused. But seriously, friend, let's be focused. Let's get focused. What's important to you in 2019? How do you plan to accomplish it? You know, you want to, and this today, this is not about focus on money and assets. That's part of it, but it's more than that. You know, who are the people that are important in your life? And do they know it? If they don't, can you show it? Can you share it with them? So we're talking about advancing in many other areas than just in the area of money. Because if we advance only in money, but our health is declining and our relationships are declining, what good is it to have the money? Does that make sense? The fourth piece in this advancing and creating momentum is accountability. Tell someone what you're working on. And hopefully it's a close friend, or maybe it's a mentor or a coach. You know, we do coaching. We have accountability sessions. You know, in about 2 weeks, we have our, we're doing a coaching program, and it's called the first 100 days. And we're going to take at least 100 agents, 100 sales professionals. We're going to go through a training. We're going to, and for every week, we're getting on a video call, or we're having a phone call. Every week, we're going to talk about where you are. Are you accomplishing what you set out to accomplish? And how can we help? That's accountability. Check in with your accountability partner. You know, take ownership of your success. You know, at the start of today, I mentioned that we need to stop telling ourselves stories. And these stories are stories that are keeping us from being successful or experiencing the success that we desire. One of the stories that I told myself years ago that hindered my success was I was afraid of success. Imagine that. I want success, but I'm afraid of success because I felt like I didn't qualify. I felt like maybe I wasn't smart enough. I felt like maybe I wasn't eloquent in speaking, right? My style is a little unorthodox. My style is I'm not the cookie cutter type of guy, right? And so years ago, these were stories that I told myself. And I had to wake up one day and say, hey man, stop it. I had to do a checkup from the neck up, right? But take ownership over your success, friend. It's just that. It's your success. And here's the other humbling thought about success is that there are people who are attached to us and they are depending upon us to be successful. When I look over my shoulder, I see my family and their friends. I see associates. I see business partners. I see employees. All of them are banking on me being successful. And again, success is more than money. They're banking on me to be in the right place in my heart. They're banking on me to be in the right place in my thinking and my emotions. Physically, they're banking on me to be the best that I can be. Remember, our goal this year is to be better, to shine brighter, and cause you to become bigger. Because when we focus on investing in ourselves and getting better, we automatically start to shine brighter. And when we shine brighter, we'll attract the attention of others. They'll see us, and people, your customers, your clients will make a demand on you and cause you to be bigger, better, brighter, bigger. Take ownership of your success. Take ownership of your success. Here's some additional questions to ask yourself as you go down this path of creating momentum and advancing in 2019 is that prepare for opposition. You know, what happens if I have opposition? How do I plan to handle that? How do I plan to handle opposition? Because it's going to happen. People are going to say, who do you think you are? Or she thinks she's all that. You know, have you defined your goals? Some of you, maybe you've already written your goals and you defined them. So what are your goals for the next 3 months? And are they written down? And are they repeatable? Because remember, when we talked about goals earlier today, we talked about goals that are measurable, goals that are sustainable, and goals that are repeatable. So how's that working out, right? How's that working out? Just some extra things to think about. Now, this is being broadcast on Facebook, so if I'm moving too fast, you can just go back in and you can watch the broadcast. So now, what are some things that we can do to take it to the next level? You can consider hiring a coach or or take some classes. You want to do some skill building. You want to build inwardly and build outwardly. You want to work on your skill building, your techniques, your methods. You want to work on your leadership skills. And listen, friend, regardless whether you are a manager or leader of a company or a sales team, everyone that's doing what we do, you're in a leadership position because other people are depending upon you. So you are a leader. You don't have to have a company lead a team to be a leader. You can be an individual leading yourself. So have some skill building exercises. One of the things that I do is I look for different ways to close. Part of coaching, we have a talking smart presentation that we do. How to master the close. Always be closing, right? And so there's skill building. So I'm looking at scripts. I collect scripts. I collect closes. I got a list of 30 closes, and there's a class that we do where we share the top 10 closes. I may put that on Facebook Live. Development process. How are you developing yourself? And then the performance aspect. When you bring in a coach will help you with the practice. A coach can help you with the development. A coach can help you training. Years ago, during the interview, Buddy Ryan, who then was the coach of the Philadelphia Eagles, I think this was back in the early 80s, the news reporter asked Buddy Ryan, "Hey, buddy, does practice makes perfect, right?" He said, "No, it's not true." He said, "Perfect practice makes perfect." See, we can practice something that's wrong and perfect doing it wrong. But when you have a coach, a mentor in place that's helping you build that skill, that's helping you develop, you increase your performance. See, I no longer focus on how to beat the competition. Friend, I don't want you to focus on how you're going to beat the competition. I want you to focus on how do you outperform the competition. Some research was done by Forbes magazine of companies that offer coaching or sales training and versus companies that didn't offer coaching and sales training. And what they found is companies that offer coaching or had coaching and sales training in place, they outperformed the competition 25 to 30%. So just because you invest in coaching in yourself and developing yourself, you're going to outperform the competition. Here's some other stats that we saw. 74% of leading companies cite sales, coaching, and mentoring of sales rep as the most important role frontline sales managers play. Manager, if you're leading a team, the most important role that you play is to coach your team. Spend time with your team. Get to know their insides and out. Get to know their aspirations, their dreams, their vision. And put yourself as a servant leader and say, what can I do to help you succeed? So that brings me to the first 100 days coaching. I mentioned that earlier today, earlier during this webinar. First 100 days coaching is a new program that we're rolling out. It's 100 days of weekly make it happen income producing activities, weekly skill building events, online and phone calls, weekly power hour calls, weekly video calls, weekly business planning and accountability sessions. I'm inviting on industries, top industry professionals. I have a guy who's going to lead us through. He was in the top 3% for AT&T as it relates to digital sales a couple of years ago. And he started his own company called 360 Your Business. And now he's a six-figure earner. He's a CEO of his own company. In 3 years, he went from being the top for another company to being the top in his company. And he's going to share with us how to create your brand, your online marketing. What should it look like? We have a gentleman who is a certified financial planner. This guy is really good with numbers. He's really good with setting up business and finances. We have a technology guy to help us with technology. We're going to do one-on-one bi-weekly coaching sessions, team versus team concept. Over 25 hours of coaching sessions built into the first 100 days. And some people ask, Rich, what's the cost? Well, it's, what is the cost? To me, it's irrelevant. But, when we did a 10-week coaching program, people paid $1,200, paid me $1,200 to spend 10 weeks with them. Mike Ferry has a coaching program that you spend $300 to $749 per month in most cases, right? But it's not that. It's not $300 to $749 a month. Our first 100-day program that we're rolling out in a few weeks is just $497 for all 100 days. And you know what what I got permission to do is for everyone that sees these webinars, and you go to and you inbox us and ask for more information, we'll send you the link if you're interested. The $497 is reduced to $397. So in other words, we have 100 seats. The first 10 seats are only $397. The other 90 seats are $497. But listen, it's for 100 days. I mean, for less than a cup of coffee, you can set the foundation to never, ever look back on hitting your goals again. Hey, friend, I appreciate you spending some time with us on this webinar. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rich Williams. I'm the team leader, master trainer for Momentum Coaching. You can follow us on Facebook at Momentum100. You can email us at momentum100x@gmail.com. You can comment, share your email address below, and we'll make sure you get on our monthly newsletter. We have a monthly newsletter called Motive Aid. It's jam-packed with video, sales content, industry news, etc. Only one other thing left to do. Hey, and that's let's get started. Comment below. Hey, man, give me some hearts. Give me some thumbs up. Like, share. I appreciate it. This is Rich, Momentum Coaching. I'll see you at the top.